I'm Spencer Chiok. It's Wednesday, April 8th, and this is South Texas Midday. Here's what's happening right outside your door. Del Mar College is looking at connecting its wastewater system to the city of Corpus Christi's affluent water line. At the recent Board of Regents meeting at the OSO campus, the region's water woes were front and center, and conversations continued about how to conserve more water. By connecting the systems, it would ease the school's need to rely on its drinking water supplies. Additionally, the possibility of drilling a well at the Windward campus was also discussed, but there are concerns over the quality of the water. Looking at Corpus Christi's reservoir supplies today, Choke Canyon is 7.8% full, Lake Corpus Christi is 8.5% full, and Lake Texana is 50.1% full. The city of Rockport will briefly change the disinfectant used in the public water systems beginning on May 11th. According to city officials, the change is part of routine maintenance and will help keep the water and pipes cleaner. The water will remain safe to drink. However, if you use home dialysis equipment, the city advises consulting your physician or equipment supplier. In the Valley, the city of Progreso in Hidalgo County is creating a planning and zoning board to help manage the community's growth. Residents interested in joining the board have until May to apply. This comes after Progreso created the city's first economic development corporation last month to help bring in more national brands. San Antonio Congressman Joaquin Castro inspected a federal shelter in San Benito, Texas on Tuesday and raised serious questions about how pregnant migrant minors are being cared for. Texas Public Radio's David Martin Davies has the story.
Castro, a Democrat, said he toured the Office of Refugee Resettlement Facility. Recent reporting by the Texas Newsroom identified the San Benito site as the single South Texas shelter where the Trump administration has been sending pregnant unaccompanied minors.
There are 3 pregnant girls there right now and also 3 girls who have had children. So there were 3 infants there.
Castro said the conditions and length of detention were especially troubling and that there was a lack of adequate medical care for the pregnant girls.
There's no OBGYN. There's no doctor that specializes in teenage pregnancies.
He said emergencies are handled at a hospital in Harlingen, while routine pregnancy care is contracted out to providers elsewhere in the Rio Grande Valley. In a statement, an ORR spokesman said placement decisions follow child welfare best practices. Castro accused ORR officials of withholding key information during the visit, including how some girls ended up there and how many had experienced sexual assault. I'm David Martin Davies in San Antonio.
In Victoria, during Tuesday's regularly scheduled city council meeting, the plan for registering short-term rentals like Airbnbs with the city was explained. Owners will need to pay a $25 registration fee and have their property inspected by the fire marshal for safety standards. The city will begin to collect hotel occupancy taxes like the state, and then they would be able to feature the rentals on the Discover Victoria website. The plan will be voted on during the next Victoria City Council meeting on April 21st. Like much of the U.S., Texas has a nursing shortage, and it's only getting bigger. So the state's community colleges are trying to fill the gap. For nearly a decade, Texas has allowed community colleges to offer a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. And by this time next year, Abilene area's Cisco College plans to be the next school to offer a BSN. They already partner with Abilene ISD to help high school students earn nursing certifications before they even graduate. KACU's Bailey Simon has more about the program's expansion and its ambitions to address the healthcare staffing shortages in rural Texas.
In many ways, Cedric Brooks is your typical 18-year-old. He likes traveling, going running, and spending time with friends. But he's also on the way to becoming a registered nurse just after his 19th birthday.
I started off actually welding. So the first 2 years of high school, I welded. Then I was like, I kind of want to change of pace. And then that's where the door kind of opened to healthcare.
Brooks started studying to become a licensed vocational nurse during his junior year and got his certification right before graduating high school. Then, he decided he wanted to earn his associate's degree. Right now, he's in Cisco College's Bridge program that allows LVNs to become RNs with just 1 additional year of school. Brooks plans to graduate before the end of this year. Brooks says he frequently encourages others to apply for the Bridge program as well.
There's no commitment. Like, you get your school paid for and you are a nurse before you graduate. That's like invaluable. You can't get that anywhere else.
And this is important for Texas. According to state estimates, in just 6 years, by 2032, Texas could have 57,000 more open nursing positions than it has people to fill them. For Pearl Merritt, that means job security.
I would encourage young women and men that are interested in the health care to go to school because they can get a job anywhere, and health care is just so many options.
Merritt is the dean of Cisco College's nursing program, and she has big ambitions for it. Cisco is expanding and intends to start offering a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing by the spring of 2027. The school is just waiting on approval from the relevant state boards. But the expansion aside, Merritt says students can pursue similar opportunities with either degree.
The bachelor's of nursing is more in a leadership role, and so, but not necessarily, not always, but that's why it is a desired degree to have.
That brings us back to Brooks. He's lived in Abilene his whole life and says if Cisco starts offering the BSN in time, he wants to be part of the nearby program's first cohort. So far, he's loving Cisco College's RN program. Brooks calls himself a hardcore cheerleader for the school. That's in part because of the diverse group of students he's in class with.
You just get so many different minds that come together with different experiences.
From 18-year-olds fresh out of high school to 60-year-olds who have been working as licensed nurses for years but want to further their skills in education. And like many community colleges across Texas, Cisco has connections beyond its own campus. Before she became the dean of the nursing program at Cisco, Pearl Merritt held a similar job at Texas Tech. She established a connection with Tech that automatically allows students at the community college to transition to the university.
Even if students that are going to get the RN to BSN, they don't have to go to Cisco. They have that choice, but they can also go to Texas Tech and get the RN to BSN.
Merritt hopes all of this will make a difference for healthcare access in and around Abilene. She says between 70 and 80% of nurses who graduate from Cisco stay in the area. Merritt says the community college's first BSN cohort will consist of 30 students. They're intentionally keeping it smaller so students can receive individual attention. Hendrick Medical Center, the leading medical employer in the region, offers to pay for the further schooling of nurses who work for them. The hope is that nurses who graduate in the Abilene area will stay in the area to address the local nursing shortage. Merritt says many nurses often choose to move out of Abilene. Brooks knows he wants to stay in Texas, but doesn't know if he'll stay in Abilene forever.
I think getting my roots planted here is a really good thing, and there's a lot of good things in Abilene, but I would like to see what's out there.
He plans to go to medical school to become a physician, which are also very needed. 40 Texas counties lack a single primary care physician. I'm Bailey Simon in Abilene.
You've been listening to South Texas Midday. Keep it tuned into your community-owned station with a very special live performance on the way.